You know, when I think back, when I went to college, my late father had saved enough money for room, board, and tuition, but that's all he could provide. So I had to work, and I was happy. I worked all through school because he said if you want to buy a book, you're going to have to earn the money, and that's what I did. Then I graduated, and I decided I wanted to go to law school. Told my father, he said, well, that's not part of the deal. We don't have any money for that. So, you know, I got a little scholarship, and I kept working, and I borrowed money from the federal government. As I recall, it was at 2% interest. I want to ask what the rate of interest is on the loans of students here. 18%. Anybody higher than 18%? How much? 19, 20, 26%. You know, I ask this at every college that I go to, and the highest I've heard is 29%. But so many people are paying 12, 15, 18, 20%. So when you graduate, you're already in debt. So I want to help you. If you're willing to do national service before you go to school, you can earn up to $10,000 a year that would go right toward college. And if you graduate with debt, here's my offer. If you're willing to do a public service job like teaching or nursing or law enforcement, we will forgive your debt. And we're also finally going to deal with the great moral and economic challenge to our country when it comes to health care. We cannot continue to be a country where some of us are well insured, but most of us are not. 47 million uninsured, another 30 to 40 million who are underinsured. That means you may have an insurance policy, but it doesn't cover what you need. Up at Old Forge last night, I met a mother who said to me she had 2 diabetic daughters. And she said, we can't get insurance, not either one of them. So we can get insurance if they break their leg, but we can't get insurance for their diabetes. Well, I bet a lot of you have somebody in your family with a heart condition or some other chronic condition or cancer. You can't get insurance for what you need. You know, under our Constitution, forged right in this city, it is illegal to discriminate on the basis of race or gender or religion or ethnic origin, but insurance companies can discriminate against the sick. That is wrong, and we have to stop it. It is time for the health insurance industry is told once and for all that they are not going to play doctor. They are not going to make life and death decisions. We are giving that power back to our medical professionals. We are taking it away from the insurance companies. And we're going to give everybody who doesn't have insurance or thinks you could get a better deal an opportunity to have the same health insurance choices that members of Congress do. Members of Congress have a good plan for us and for our staffs and for federal employees. And we're going to open that up to all of you. And you're going to get to choose from 250 options. And if you don't have enough money to afford it, we're going to provide health care tax credits and other